Hey, what's up? So it's finally time for monthly favorites again, and I'm so excited to bring it back because it has been a while since the last time. You know, I was in Korea and there it wasn't as easy to do them, and also I've had my break, but now I'm back and I'm here with 5 beauty favorites. We have 2 sunscreens, 1 cleanser, 1 facial oil, and 1 concealer. And a new addition to this series is that not only am I going to talk about beauty favorites, but also other favorites. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 1 podcast and 1 audiobook. And it will be a bit random what kind of favorites I'm going to choose. It depends on that month. Like sometimes maybe I'm going to have a clothing favorite or something else. But for now, it's going to be those 2 things. And first up, we have the cleanser from Klairs, which is called Rich Moist Foaming Cleanser. Now, this is only my 2nd time using this kind of cleanser. Like when you press down the pump, then it comes out in foam form. And the previous cleanser that I used that was this type was the NORWEGIAN one in green tea. But that actually broke me out, so I didn't get to use it that much, but I did like the idea and I did get a positive impression of it. But this I really like. It doesn't break me out and it cleanses well without drying out my skin. It feels quite balancing and comfortable on my skin. So I'm really enjoying this. And then we have this facial oil, Manyo Factory Rosehip Natural Treatment Rosehip Whitening Oil. Do not know why they have the word rosehip twice, but it's rosehip at least. So yeah, this is actually empty, which is a good sign. I've really enjoyed this product. I've actually reviewed it on my Instagram, but I thought that I wanted to mention it here as well. So why I really like this is that it has really helped on evening out my skin tone with my hyperpigmentation and skin texture and everything, and it also helps reducing my active breakouts. So whenever I have active breakouts, it helps to reduce them in about half the time compared to when not using it. So that is awesome. But yeah, so comparing to a vitamin C serum, hyperpigmentation wise, it maybe a vitamin C serum is just a little bit faster in giving results, but it's not a big difference. And I feel that when using this, it kind of balances out my skin a bit more. My T-zone becomes a little bit less oily, but my skin just feels overall more moisturized and more comfortable, and it gives a nice glow and it's fast absorbing. So yeah, I just really like this product, and I will not buy another one just yet because I have other products to use, but I really want to buy it again in the future. And then we have this sunscreen. It's the Dragon Fruit Powerful Sun Essence SPF 50+, PA++++. Okay, yep. So I actually bought this while I was in Korea. I was searching for my trusty sunscreen from Skinfood, which is the Aloe Watery Sun Water Gel. I really like that one, and I have reviewed it in the past. So I was looking for it, and then like this was in Skinfood store in Myeongdong, and a lady came over to me and saw that I was looking at that sunscreen, and then she recommended this one because she knew that I had combination skin, knew that I liked watery sunscreens and stuff, and said that this one was new and this was also watery and lightweight and everything, and that it was really popular. So I decided, why not? I bought both of them and I have used this up. It's empty now. And I have really enjoyed it. It's, as she said, really lightweight and watery, and it just glides really well, like really easily on. It keeps my skin moisturized without it feeling heavy, doesn't leave a white cast, and it gives a really nice glow. The only thing that I don't really like about it is that I can faintly smell alcohol. And it doesn't bother me too much because I know that not all alcohols are bad and it's okay in small doses. So I don't really mind, and I haven't felt that it has dried out my skin. So it's really fine, but that was just like, wish it didn't do that. But yeah, that's the only thing, and I have enjoyed this sunscreen. And the next sunscreen is the Misha All Around Safe Black Waterproof Sun Milk 50+. blah blah blah. So this was actually sent to me from Misha, Norway, and I must say I was skeptical at first. And this is because I have used the pink version before, and my sister has used this exact one, and none of us liked them. We both thought that they were drying and just not very pleasant to use. But I decided to give it another go, and I'm really happy that I did that, because when I was using the pink version, my skin was overly sensitized, it was dehydrated, and it was just very angry with me. It was not in a good place. And yeah, so I have told you before why it was like that way. I will link the video up here if you're interested. But it took a really long time for my skin to recover from that. But now, fortunately, it has. My skin feels more normal now. It's not dehydrated, not overly sensitized, and it's just in a more happy place. So I decided to try this again, and as I said, I'm happy that I did, because now it doesn't feel drying. It actually feels a bit moisturizing. Maybe that's because I use a facial oil in addition, but still it doesn't feel drying. And also it doesn't leave a white cast, other than if I'm using way too much, then it does give a little bit of a white cast, but if I use a normal amount, then it doesn't. And also it glides on really well, makes my skin like really soft, and also this gives a really nice glow. Sometimes I don't like wearing makeup, but I still like to have a glow, so I really appreciate that I can still have it without wearing makeup. And lastly, we have the concealer. Maybelline Instant Anti-Age The Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer, and I have this in the color Nude. I did have it in the color Light before, but now I'm a little bit more tan because I used self-tanner, so now Nude is a better fit for me. So I was... you probably know that for a long time I was really liking the SEM Cover Perfection Tip Concealer because it was such high coverage, it was just really good. But sometimes I just didn't want to use foundation all over my face. I just wanted some concealer underneath my eyes because I always have dark circles. But that didn't really look good because you could really see that I had concealer under my eyes and nothing on the rest of my face. It just didn't blend really well into my skin. So I really wanted to find a concealer that could do a better job at that. So I saw that Leah Yu was recommending this one, so I had to try it. And I'm also really glad I did, because now I can use concealer under my eyes and nothing else, and it looks really natural. It really blends well into the skin. Sometimes I also use it on my breakouts, and that looks really natural as well. And sometimes when my skin is a little bit worse, like it is now, because of lifestyle things like stress and sugar and stuff, then I like to use a little bit more. So like for example today I used it in the middle of my face, like here, a little bit here, but basically nothing around my face. So as you can see, it looks pretty natural. And I feel that I don't need foundation on an everyday basis, I just need this one. So I'm really happy about that. I must say though that the coverage is not the best. It's not high coverage, it's maybe light to medium, and that would be weird for most people to have in a concealer because you want to cover up. But I don't really mind, it covers up enough for me. I just use 2 or 3 layers if I need extra coverage under my eyes or extra stubborn pimples. So yeah, I don't really mind because it looks so natural and blends so well into the skin that I would prefer that. So I use this all the time and I'm gonna continue doing that. So that was all the beauty favorites. Now let's head over to the other favorites. And first up is the audiobook by Gary Vaynerchuk that is called Crushing It. So this was the first audiobook that I listened to and it was so good. I bought it from Audible and I was listening to it on my walks, on the bus, just everywhere. And what it was talking about, it was like giving some tips on the different most important social media platforms. And like, it wasn't so much about giving tips, but it was more about sharing successful, inspiring stories from other influencers. And yeah, it was just so inspiring, and so yeah, it was quite helpful and valuable. And while I was listening to it, I was actually writing down some goals and strategies in my notes on my phone, and I just felt really inspired, and I'm like ready to crush it myself. And the podcast that has become a new favorite is #viral by Natalie Alzate. And she actually started recently, I think it was in February or something. And in those podcasts, she is interviewing big YouTubers. And some of them that I've heard podcasts with so far are Candy Johnson, the Merrill Twins, Jen Im, Sweet Brooks, and some others. And like, she's interviewing them about their story, like how they came to where they are today, and like they're sharing some tips and stuff like that. And of course, again, it's really inspiring, but it's also really fun and cozy to listen to, because it just sounds like they're having such a good time. It's such a nice atmosphere that I almost feel like I'm there, like in a conversation with them. And I just really enjoy listening to those podcasts, like I mentioned, when I'm on walks, when I'm on the bus, but also even when I'm making myself ready in the morning. So yeah, it seems like they are uploading every Friday, I believe, at least like once a week. So I'm going to continue listening to them. And yeah, I can recommend them as well. So that was it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you appreciated that it was not only beauty favorites, but also other kinds of favorites as well. Please let me know if you did, and if you have any recommendations of other kinds of categories within favorites as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys!